only use wild crafted, or do you use any organic, like essential oils? What do you use? Because I know you're all about wild crafted. I'm just curious, do you ever use organic? People are asking me if you use that.
I mean, organic wild crafted, that doesn't mean anything, honestly, at this point in the industry. It used to mean a whole lot more way back when. The honest thing is this: if you got to do your homework. You got to do your homework. That's what I tell people all the time. You may, for example, I could rattle off right now. I could rattle off 3 different companies that have better than organic standards, and yet they didn't want to, shell out all this money and the headache to get an organic label on there because.
No, I'm asking you wild crafted, not organic, but wild crafted, not certified organic. I'm talking wild crafted, as you say.
Well, there's a lot of loopholes even with wild crafted nowadays. Just because it says that.
I know that, but I'm just saying. So do you use organic also as well as wild crafted?
Yeah. So let me answer your question. Sorry about that. Yeah. So in general, almost everything I use is technically wild crafted.
What do you mean technical? What do you mean? I mean, it is either wild crafted or it's not. No.
Well, what I'm saying is this: you got to do your homework on each company. Some of these companies that I'm using, they're wild crafted. They're just not advertising that. They're just not advertising it. So the companies that usually are best quality companies, they're not labeling it. They're not advertising it. It's just kind of once you've been in the industry a while, you start to know which companies are legit, which products are legit. They don't need to go out of their way advertising to your common consumer, customer. It's just.
I know. Well, I will say some of these high-end oil companies. There are some of them that they don't say they're organic. They don't claim they're certified organic. They just say they don't treat them with pesticides, and they just call it like just say peppermint, true peppermint. I mean, they don't make claims. I mean, they don't really say. They just say there's no pesticides and it's grown with like the best standards. I don't know. So.
Right. And a lot of the same oils are sold internationally. So you can imagine if they're being sold all over the country and with different regulations. It just doesn't make any economical or even any feasible sense to go under all these different regulations and labels. You just have to start to get to know which companies, as I said, are doing it.
Do you think organic can be better than some of the conventional, or not conventional, but like some of the wild crafted ones? Just say they're not growing in the best climate. You know what I mean? They're wild though, but they picked them, they harvest them differently. Or do you think is there situations that organic is better than wild crafted? Let me ask you that.
Yes, is the answer. Yes, absolutely.
Right.
Let me just give you a basic example. There was a company about 7 years ago that we were looking into. People having some reactions with.
Which ones would you use that are wild crafted versus ones that are just say lemon? Would you use, or just say wild frankincense? When would you go wild and when would you not? I mean, let's talk about that in our next video, okay?
Okay. All right. Sounds good.